Oh, boy. This movie is pure gold.
Yeah. Hello, welcome to Guide to the Unknown. I'm Kristen.
And I'm her little brother, William.
And we are here on the road to the Convergence.
The Convergence.
To talk about Friday the 13th Part 3 and Friday the 13th Part 4.
Yes, also known as the final chapter.
Yes, though of course it is not.
It is the 4th out of 12 movies.
Yes. Yeah.
It's not even halfway.
No.
Yeah, we had been putting together this very, very important plan that we came up with something clever.
Oh, yeah.
Did you ever notice that Freddy vs. Jason was a movie? What if we watched all the Freddy movies and all the Jason movies before eventually talking about Freddy vs. Jason? So
yes, and most importantly, talking about Freddy vs. Jason on the Friday the 13th that happens in September.
Right.
Why September? Because of Freddy September.
Which is something that we made up.
Right. And that happens in 2030.
Yes.
This is the 2030 Convergence. And so then Will orchestrated, reverse engineered all of those movies backward.
Yes.
So that we can lead up to that point, watching both the Friday the 13th movies and the Nightmare on Elm Street movies back and forth in order, getting there.
This is the road to the
Convergence.
That's if we had segments. Yeah. You'd hear lightning or something. Yes, we're talking about two movies this week, as you mentioned, Part 3 and Part 4, the final chapter, because on the road to the Convergence, you've got to sometimes condense things, right? You got to. But I also felt that I tried when possible to pair movies that I thought played well with each other.
Yeah. Or
would... you only need half an episode.
Sure. Yes, that's true.
So let me ask you this question. We've talked about Friday the 13th and Friday the 13th Part 2, each of which I recall both of us being you know what?
Yeah.
This is not a bad doubleheader.
Oh, yeah, enjoyable.
Right? They each are, arguably they're the same movies as each other, but with enough interesting hooks between them.
Yeah.
And sort of that fun kind of grungy 80s almost indie vibe slasher. And now you get into this is a franchise with 3 and 4.
Yeah.
What's your history?
How did I find this
with 3 and 4?
So I had seen 3 before. I'd never seen 4 before.
3 before, 4 before.
Correct. I know that was hard to say.
Yeah.
And I knew that. Well, I was pretty sure that 3 sucked.
Okay.
I found that to be true.
Okay.
And so really
sounds like you're setting it up for all these years later. Turns out I like it, but no.
No, I didn't like it.
Yeah.
No.
Of course not.
Yeah. And so, but I came to 4 with fresh eyes. Okay. I was surprised by many things. I didn't know that Corey Feldman and Crispin Glover were in it.
Oh, yes.
That's the main thing I was surprised by, I guess I would say.
Oh, yes. I have seen 4 the least.
Yeah.
Out of any of these. I don't even know why. I've seen 3 a bunch. I also don't know why. 3
it's hard to watch.
3 is terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Yes. It was one of those movies for the show that I was having a hard time keeping myself locked in on.
Oh, yes. Big time. Big time hard to lock in.
Yeah.
It was Friday the 13th, Part 3 in 3D.
Yes.
It was part of this attempted 3D fad in the early 80s, mostly because I guess there was some other movie that had recently come out.
Yeah.
That had a minor buzz because of 3D. And so Paramount, or these were all kind of produced independently, and then Paramount would distribute them. But I guess there was okay, listen.
Let's jump aboard.
We got to do this. We've got to make it a 3D movie. And from peeking around and looking at the behind the scenes a bit, it seems like the number one priority was make sure that stuff leaps out at the camera.
Yes, definitely.
Didn't matter what it was. Didn't matter if it was interesting. Didn't matter if the performances were good. Didn't matter if the story made sense.
Oh, yeah.
The priority was you make sure that yo-yo hits the camera. You make sure. There's a moment in the movie where it
hits the girl too, right? She goes, "You almost hit me," and I was like, "It hit you."
That's insane. That like makes you
do it again.
It's like the movie is gaslighting you.
Yeah, absolutely. It hits her in the face, and then she goes, "Oh, you almost hit me," and I was like, "I just saw it hit you."
She's like, "That was a close one." It's like you can even hear it. There's a sound. It goes like, "Dude,"
yes,
smashed in the face with a
flinches.
yo-yo.
Yeah,
that was a close one. It makes her seem so empty-headed.
Yeah.
Like she's so dumb she doesn't even have nerve endings or something. Yeah, the movie is a catastrophe.
It was bad. Now, I got a DVD from the library and it came with 3D glasses. So, here's the thing though. I was grossed out by using the 3D glasses. There were 2 pairs.
Library 3D glasses? Yeah.
2 pairs. One of them had smudges all over it. Definitely not using that pair. But so at first I was like, I'm not using these. These are gross.
How do you smudge your 3D glasses?
I don't know. I can show you.
Did they give them to a baby?
I just remembered. I can show you.
You have it? You have it?
Yes.
You got a show and tell?
Yeah, I do. Hold on. Which one is 3? Okay, this one. Okay.
All right.
Let's see.
My.
Are these? No, these are the better ones.
Okay.
Okay, these are the smudgy ones.
The smudgies? Let me see these smudgies.
Yeah. See?
So first, yeah, they are smudgy.
I was like, no way.
Are they smudgy in a way where it's like someone tried to wipe them?
I don't know.
No, they're just smudgy.
Yeah.
They're just pure smudge. Whoa.
So I was like, no, absolutely not. So I watched it in 2D because there was the option for 2D or 3D on the disc. And then I was like, you know what, though? For research, I'm doing this for the show.
Good for you.
I really should go back and at least just see a couple of scenes in 3D. So I took this non-smudgy pair.
Yes.
Held it just in front of my glasses like this for just a little bit. I wasn't going to do this forever, but I was like, all right, let me get to the yo-yo scene.
Of course, the famous yo-yo scene where it smashes someone in the face.
Right.
And then they say that was a close one.
Yes, exactly. And I also was curious when I had been watching in 2D about other scenes that may be in 3D, like when he is behind a bunch of sheets. I was I wonder if they're billowing out. No. There's actually not much that's actually 3D.
Yeah, that's my understanding, is that you're not really missing much by watching it in 2D, except the movie is so baldly, obviously, intrusively shot to be 3D that it just...
When it's a 3D moment, you're like, oh, that's definitely the 3D moment, and I think nothing else.
It's like 5 different times that somebody's just holding like the handle of a rake. Like in your positioning it just so.
Or popcorn is like popping in a crazy way.
Wow, how thrilling.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how did you find the 3D of the yo-yo?
Okay.
Did you flip out? Or you're like, ah!
Yeah, I fell down.
Wow. Powerful. That was a close one. Yeah. You know, I did see a 3D movie in real life recently. I saw Sam Raimi's new movie, Send Help.
Oh, cool. How was it?
In 3D with 3D glasses.
Fun. How was it?
Gross. I liked it quite
Very
a
good.
bit.
Yeah, I heard it was really good. I'd like to see it.
Yeah. So 3D still happening, and this is the movie that made it all come to life.
Put it on the map.
All right, listen. Do you recommend Friday the 13th Part 3?
No.
Do you recommend Friday the 13th Part 4?
I mean, all things considered, weighed against Friday the 13th Part 3. I mean, I guess.
Wow.
I guess. I mean,
how exciting!
Not just as just a plain old movie where I'm like, yeah, you should just go see that. But it's okay. It's all right.
Yeah. Okay.
What about you?
Fair enough. I do not recommend Friday the 13th Part 3.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with double nose on this one.
Okay.
I know people love Friday the 13th Part 4. I am not that big a fan of it.
No,
I do not
didn't
see how
like
it's different or special in any way.
Yeah, why am I saying yes? I just enjoyed it more than 3. But yeah, if now I'm picturing my friend says to me, "Oh, should I watch this movie?" I say no. Yeah,
you already
I say
said
no.
You already said I guess.
Yeah, all right, that's fine. I guess it's fine.
You're trapped by your hold it against you.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Well, we're going to get more in depth talking about these movies after this commercial break.
Okay, we've returned.
Would you allow me to give a quick reminder to folks out there?
Absolutely.
We are now officially in the month of November. And
really? Are we?
Oh, we're very in the month of November, huh?
Yeah, we're so in the month of November that we're in the month of February.
Did I say November?
Yeah, twice.
All right. Let That's a me problem. I'll perhaps cut around that.
I think you should leave it.
You really?
It's funny.
All right. So, everybody, we are about a week and change away from the relaunch of Alex Dawson's The Devil and Daisy Dirt, a Jersey Devil stage production featuring an 8-foot-tall Jersey Devil costume puppet. It is such a fun show. They've been putting so much work into doing sort of like a revamp, a fresh new vision of this show. And they're going to be putting it out on, they're going to be staging it on February 20th, 21st, and 22nd at the New Brunswick Performing Arts Center here in beautiful central New Jersey. So go to nbpac.org to pick up your tickets. They're going to sell out. And so it is time. The show was already great. They've only made it better. I will be opening all of those shows. It'll be fun to maybe see some folks out there that are friendly faces. Usually I only get people throwing, rotten cabbages at me.
Of course.
So come check it out. The Devil and Daisy Dirt. It's coming back with a whole new glitz and glam and style.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, check that out. All right. Friday the 13th, 3D. Let's stay on that.
Yeah.
To start.
Yeah.
Is there any sense in even going spoiler free? By and large, these movies, you understand what they are.
Yeah, there's not a lot to distinguish it from other Friday the 13th movies, to tell you the truth.
Yeah. If for some reason you're concerned about the twists and turns of the Friday the 13th movies, I think that we're just going to go ahead and launch right into spoilers.
3, 2, 1. She's an old woman, and it applies to both of these movies. We're just going to spoil them both.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Although it's interesting to think that like I've got a hang up about these like original slashers, the 80s slashers, where it's like, and I know I've said this before, so I'll keep it brief, but Halloween I feel like was pretty much perfect right out of the gate.
Yeah. And
so the sequels could only really mess it up or become too samey. Nightmare on Elm Street is like the concept is pretty much perfect.
Yeah.
But they had to figure it out to get the format. And they sort of like solidified like big group of teens and he inverts your dreams. They figured that out in 3. Friday the 13th is like the whole thing was like, let's just make a bunch of these.
Yeah.
I feel,
Yeah.
And so I feel like
I haven't seen all of them, but I mean, as far as what we've seen so far, it's pretty much the same thing all the time.
Yeah, I feel like there's a willingness to experiment in Friday the 13th that you don't get with the other guys in a way, but I feel like the movies that we just saw are part of the calcification of the concept. Having said that, Friday the 13th Part 1, famously, like horror trivia, Jason's not the killer.
Right.
It's his mother. Then the sort of twist in the second one is like, okay, it is Jason. But he arguably is defeated at the end. He gets the machete chop in the shoulder.
Yeah.
I don't know why that would kill him.
Yeah, I don't know.
They do treat that like it's his,
Yes.
defeat.
He's been undone.
He's been undone. Yes, he can't possibly come back. And then he's just still alive in the third one. They don't even make there's no mystery of like, how did he come back? He just didn't die.
Yeah. Yeah, because he was chopped in the shoulder, maybe.
Exactly. In fact, this movie technically takes place on Saturday the 14th.
Right.
Which is
Let's
hilarious.
just not think about it.
It's just the same killing spree, pretty much.
Yeah.
But it's here where it's like, oh, you could have pivoted and had yet a third killer. You could have pivoted and gone back to Mrs. Voorhees or something or anything. You know what I mean? Like at the end of this movie, you get a Mrs. Voorhees jump scare in the lake.
Yes, that's true.
Where it's the same as the Jason jump scare in the first movie, where a little boy pops out of the lake and grabbed her name.
I don't remember,
Alice,
but
I think, from the first movie, and it was like, oh boy. Yeah. All right, well, that was a tease that Jason might still be out there. This movie ends with a tease that Mrs. Voorhees could still be out there or something, and then they just never do anything with that, even though it feels like an opportunity.
Or is it just kind of like a hallucination on this final girl's part?
Yes.
Is that what it ends up being, I would imagine?
It is. I mean, I feel like we can pretty much definitively state that because Mrs. Voorhees like basically never comes back. But the character in Friday the 13th Part 3, her name is Chris. she has no idea who Jason Voorhees is.
Yeah.
And therefore has no idea who Mrs. Voorhees is.
Right.
How does she have a hallucination about a woman she's never heard of or met before? And the hallucination looks just like her down to the sweater.
What a good question.
Like, that could have been a ghost.
I had an answer. Yeah. Yeah.
Right? Like, Friday the 13th. And it's really like...
Or maybe she, like Jason from the past, has actually been living off of vegetation.
Yes.
On the island.
You really loved that.
I loved it. Yeah, like, that was a theory out there or something.
It could be out there.
Yeah.
Living on vegetation.
Just living on island vegetation.
Something about the word vegetation.
Yeah,
that especially
really tickled me.
Yes. But, you know, that's the tease at the end of 3, or the jump scare at the end of 3. It could have theoretically been the setup for 4.
Yeah.
Where Jason and Mommy, maybe it's her voice goading him on while he commits his crimes or something.
Yeah, totally. The way that his voice kind of goaded her on in a way in the first one. So that'd be perfect. Did you know that they were considering having the 4th one be a prequel where it was like Mrs. Voorhees fighting for custody of Jason?
Oh,
what?
I know. I saw something about that. Well,
quite a departure. I think it's probably a good idea that they didn't do that.
Well, this is where it's like, now I know hindsight is 2020, but you're telling me that even the 80s, they had no idea. Like they were like, well, you can't possibly go anywhere.
Yeah.
From 3, he's dead.
Right.
It's like, really? I mean, he's no deader at the end of 3 than he seemed to be at the end of 2. And
well,
P.S. at the end of 4, he doesn't seem any deader to me than he did in any previous movie either.
No.
Like, Mrs. Voorhees got her head chopped off in the first movie.
Yes.
That was pretty definitive.
Yeah, definitely.
Jason in 2 gets the shoulder chop. In 3, he gets the axe to the side of the head chop.
That seems to me like that would be more... I guess people survive things like that.
Yeah, I mean...
You know.
But I guess what I'm saying in terms of this story world.
Yeah, of course.
Like, they were like, well, it's a shame that no one could come back from that.
Yeah, totally.
Unless we just wrote that he does.
Yeah, absolutely.
Really, nothing can stop you. And then in 4, which was publicly said to be the final chapter.
Yes.
It's just another machete chop to the side of the head, which is the same as 3.
There is so much machete access, by the way, for characters across these movies. Like, multiple people just pick up machetes that are just like strewn about in barns, in lake houses, whatever. Like, they're just machetes all over the place.
You got to have a machete per cabin.
Have you ever touched a machete?
Thank you for asking. Yes, I have.
You have? Why and when?
Bobby had a machete.
Okay.
I don't know why he had a machete. But in college, he and I would throw apples at each other.
Yeah.
And then try to chop them out of the air with machetes.
Okay. All right.
It was pretty fun. It was like baseball, but if the apples and machetes.
Yeah, totally.
I suppose, to be direct, to be blunt about it.
It's also like IRL Fruit Ninja.
Yes, we were the original Fruit Ninjas. I noticed some boy at a nearby house watching us and taking notes on a proto iPad.
Yeah.
So you've never touched a machete then?
No.
Huh. He does use other tools though. Growing up, I always knew Jason Voorhees was the machete guy.
Yeah, it's thought of as being like his tool. But it is notable that like multiple people do use machetes in both of these movies. It's weird. And then he like commandeers their machete.
It's a very useful tool.
Clearly.
He loves a machete.
Yeah.
It's like he's got to chop through the jungles of New Jersey.
Yes. What's he doing? It's very surprising.
How are you supposed to get the vegetation?
That's a great point.
Yeah, you got to cut through the brush and get the vegetation.
Yeah, no, fair point. I enjoyed that the beginning of 3 was like 7 minutes of 2.
Oh, excruciating.
Like, this is so weird.
Excruciating.
Yeah. Enjoy isn't the right word. I was amazed.
That too is where these movies are like, especially at the beginning.
So weird. And then
it's like a rip.
4 was like mostly 2, not even 3. It was like the main guy of 2 explaining who Jason is, and then a clip show of those first 3 movies, but it was a lot of 2.
Yes.
They really put their money on 2.
Because in 2, you get the great campfire scene of them being like, they say that he's still out there. eating twigs and berries.
I know. It really made me long for 2.
I know. Yes, I'm telling you, 1 and 2 have something.
Oh, yeah, totally.
They got something there.
I wasn't surprised, but I was just like, yeah, those are good.
3 feels like they were like, well, we're making the 9th one of these. What are we going to do?
I know.
How do you run out of ideas so fast?
I have no idea.
That's
I need to rely on 3D and Shelley.
Oh,
Shelley is this character who absolutely stinks. It's this sad sack guy who's like, nobody's ever going to like me. I mean, why would they? Look at me. And he's like, I don't know, like a pretty normal looking guy.
I disagree.
But I don't know.
I disagree because of the way that, because of his demeanor.
Well, yeah, of course.
He takes himself down about 50 pegs. I can't stand looking at this mope.
Because of his demeanor. I'm saying
this guy.
But he's making himself that way because he's referencing purely his physical shell, which is just like, I don't know, just like a pretty normal looking guy. He's not like Brad Pitt or whatever, but he's not like, oh, this horrible looking guy. Of course nobody would go for Shelley, but his personality stinks. So then, yeah, of course you wouldn't go for Shelley. He's always just being like, yeah, nobody's going to like me, or pulling annoying pranks. So yeah, you were assuring that nobody's going to like you.
Something's going on. I've got a unifying theory. Friday the 13th.
It's like your unifying theory of Scream.
I think these
that they're all connected.
Are all connected. In Friday the 13th 1, there's an obnoxious character named Ned.
Yeah.
Who like does like a Humphrey Bogart impression.
Yeah. No, I know. There are these kind of like analogs to each other.
There's Ted in the sequel.
Yes. And
he's just as annoying.
Totally.
Then you get Shelley, which should be named Shed or something. Yeah. Right? But then in the 4th one, you get another Ted.
Yes.
And he's the annoying guy again.
He's the annoying guy, but for some reason, Ted is he acts like he's some sort of Romeo who's doling out advice. And I'm like, this guy sucks.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Who is he to be telling Crispin Glover that he's such a loser or whatever? I was like, Ted is horrible.
Yes, well, he's trying to bring himself up a couple of ranks by forcing Crispin Glover down. But so back on Shelley, because Shelley defies the name convention of the obnoxious guy having Ed as the last 2 letters.
Yes.
But he is the worst of them all.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
He might be one of the worst horror characters I'm aware of.
Honestly, when I thought of watching Friday the 13th Part 3, I was like, okay, I remember that it's 3D, and I remember Shelley. I didn't remember his name, but I was like, I remember that guy.
Yes. I hate this character.
Yeah, he's awful.
He's right up there with Franklin from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Remember the guy in the wheelchair who keeps blowing raspberries?
No.
Lucky you. This dude is the pits. He stinks.
I've only seen that like twice, I think. 'Cause I don't like it.
It's a roughie.
Yeah.
I know it's a classic.
Yeah, I know. I don't care for it.
It's a roughin'. But so Shelley is constantly like doing like an arrow through the head prank and blood dripping down his face.
He's exhausting.
He's introduced wearing that horrifying mask.
Yeah, one of those clear masks.
A clear mask. It's disgusting. And then he like stabs his friend in the back with a pretend knife. They're like, would you stop that, Shelley?
Just knock it off. Can you be normal?
His friends hate him.
Yeah, talk to me like a normal person.
Why is he on this trip?
I don't know. I also don't totally understand the structure of the trip where it's like everybody has to have a date.
Yeah.
You know, why?
Well, because everyone wants to.
Yeah, no, I know.
I mean, you know why. Everyone wants to pair off and neck. Blah.
Yeah, but I don't know. Does it have to be like, I don't know. He just meets the girl, she just meets him, and it's assumed that they're going to neck with Shelley?
I feel like I've heard things like that before, though. Mostly in like episodes of Happy Days.
Yeah, no, I guess I have too.
Who's my date?
I know. Yes, I have too. It does seem to be
rough
an older...
news. It's me, yes, totally. Shelley.
Totally.
Sorry, I'm me.
I guess my question is why this is a concept at all.
I know.
It seems like, what are the chances that this is going to work out?
Oh.
Why are we even pretending that it will?
Yeah, it doesn't.
So,
it doesn't.
No.
But there was a behind the scenes thing where Shelley has an embarrassing Velcro wallet.
Yeah.
I only say embarrassing because for Shelley in particular, it's something that I relate to as like 7-year-olds having it. I'm sure people have Velcro wallets for reasonable reasons, but when you're Shelley...
Yeah, I know. I don't find it anything. I find it neutral.
It just felt little boyish.
Yeah, no, I see that.
But they, in the behind the scenes, he's supposed to like toss his wallet. This is the exciting 3D stuff in the movie.
Right.
He's supposed to toss his wallet to someone at the grocery store or something. And the wallet goes right to the camera. Whoa! But apparently behind the scenes, he was having a hard time. He had to like hit the camera to get the 3D thing to work.
Yeah.
And the people running the camera, and this is directed by Steve Miner. You know who that is?
No.
He would go on to direct Halloween H2O.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Kick ass.
I know. Well, he's needs to get his ass kicked. Because even though I don't like Shelley, the character, the way they treated Larry Zerner, the actor, they were going, hit the camera with the wallet. And he needed like 5 takes and they just went, hit it, asshole.
Ew, chill out.
Can you guys relax?
Yeah, be cool.
There's a lot in the behind the scenes I saw where it's just like, there was such a run and gun attitude to just making this movie. It was like one take.
Yeah.
You know, a piece. And like the entire priority was like, get the rake in the camera.
Yeah.
And it's like, did anyone like write a story or like
it doesn't seem very reasonable.
Have any like ideas for like what characters should be like? Or
right.
No, nothing.
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird. Yeah, it's a brutal watch, and I feel like you can sense that like the whole thing is just kind of a calamity.
Yeah,
there's something to so it has an open where it's like. A couple that runs a convenience store. There's like a 20-minute.
Oh, it's so long.
It's so long of watching this couple that's like she's got her hair in rollers and she's in a nightie and he's like disgusting.
Yeah, he's just like eating all the stuff in the convenience store and like putting it back, like opening a thing of peanuts, eating a handful, closing the jar.
Yeah.
A thing of Sunny D.
Yeah, but like it's just like an extended shot of watching this guy eat bits and pieces of the food that he sells at his convenience store.
Yeah. And
the only point of them is that Jason is going to kill them and take clothes from their clothing rack.
Right.
But it's like they clearly have nothing. They have no urgency in making this movie at all. So this nothing scene goes on forever.
Yeah.
At least we get to see that guy on the toilet.
Oh, I know. Consolation prize.
Boy, do we spend so much time with them.
Definitely.
And this will be something that is repeated throughout the rest of the franchise where it's like all of a sudden you get these like, you know, quote unquote, like redneck characters.
Yeah.
Which is not a Jersey-ism. You know what I mean? Like,
do they explicitly say in the movie that they're in New Jersey? Or do we just know that because it's a thing in real life that they filmed in New Jersey?
That's a good question. I
don't think that they do.
Really? I thought it was kind of canon that this was...
It might be.
In Freddy vs. Jason, they drive from Ohio, Springwood, Ohio, and I think they're like, we got to get to New Jersey.
Oh, okay.
So maybe it takes a few decades more, but
yeah,
whatever.
Yeah, I think that they don't reference like where they are.
Yeah, maybe not. Maybe you're right about that.
You know who I liked in the convenience store or outside the convenience store? So they end up running into some toughs who just like give them a hard time for really no reason at all.
Right.
And then one of them stands in front of Shelley's car with the girl and he has a chain wrapped around his neck that he then wraps around his knuckles and just holds out to him. And I really liked that part. That was my favorite part of the whole movie.
It was like badass stance.
Yeah, yeah.
I've got this chain at the ready.
Yeah, totally.
It's coiled the way that you would like try to pull back on a rubber band.
Yeah, totally. He's just like, ha. That was like the best part.
But then he smashes through the windshield of their car.
I know.
And Shelley, who's got an undeveloped incel aggro side.
Definitely. Yes.
He accidentally backs into their motorcycles like Pee-wee.
Right.
He's very much a Pee-wee figure.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that. I guess in some ways with all the props and
There's a bit
joking.
of like a failure to grow up.
Yeah, but
Arrested Development quality to Shelley.
I don't like to acknowledge that, but I guess I see what you're saying.
Yes. But so then Shelley, as they're driving away, he kind of mumbles something. He's like, I'm not going to let them do this or something like that.
Oh, yeah,
and he turns the car around to drive over the motorcycles. And I'm like, that's crazy.
Oh, it's crazy.
That is crazy.
Yes.
And then later on, he'll hit on one of the girls and she'll turn him down.
Yeah.
And he whispers like, bitch.
Yeah,
to himself. It's like, whoa.
I know.
There's a darkness to that character that's an undeveloped, unexplored just fact of him.
Yes, he has some unchecked aggression.
And that is where it's like, I couldn't hate this character more.
Oh, he's awful.
He's loathsome.
Yeah.
I'm sorry that you feel mopish about yourself. It turns out you do suck.
Yes.
So maybe you should feel worse about yourself and try to fix yourself.
Yeah, you're gonna need to pull it together.
Work on yourself, Shelley.
Absolutely. There are things you can do.
Yes. Yes.
Get thee to therapy, Shelley.
My God. But he is the character who introduces the icon of this entire franchise.
I know.
He's the wellspring.
Yeah, because he's wearing a hockey mask that he found in the barn or something like that. And Jason takes it from Shelley, and then Jason just keeps it on.
Isn't that like an embarrassing origin?
Yeah, it's crazy.
They've never managed, and they will reboot this franchise, and they'll come up with yet another embarrassing origin for that mask.
Yeah, what is it?
It's in that attic with that redneck guy.
Ew. Yeah, that's right.
You know that guy.
Yeah. From the 2000s, Friday the 13th. Yeah. Yuck.
It can never just be that he kills a...
Likes hockey.
Well, here's something. People have been clamoring forever for there to be a Friday the 13th set in the winter, which I would also love to see. I don't know why that's something that people have really
I was about to say, why?
I'm not really sure.
I mean, I'm not against it, but
I love
so
it.
specific.
You don't get a lot of winter horror.
I guess because it's always in the summer. I guess it's just like, why not turn it on its head?
Yeah, maybe that's it. But have some people that come out for some practice of some sort.
Yeah.
Some hockey practice, and he kills a goalie.
That makes sense. It's very organic.
Make it organic. Make it not embarrassing.
Yeah, that's reasonable.
Make it not embarrassing.
that would be welcome.
Quite the aspiration.
Yes.
Just make it not embarrassing.
There were a couple of things that I liked in this, I will say. One of them is more, I liked it ironically. So there's kind of like the big final fight between Jason and Chris, who's like the final girl in this movie. And she's trying to drive away at one point, and Jason puts his hands through the window, her driver's side window or whatever.
Yes.
He's trying to grab at her, can't do it. She gets away. And then for no reason, she's already out. She's already gone through the passenger side. He just smashes his head through the window. And I was like, what?
That was how he freed his hands.
Doing that. But I was wondering that, but I don't... Are you sure about that? Because she didn't roll the window up on his hand.
Yes, she did.
She did? Okay.
Yes, she did.
I didn't.
But I thought that was weird too.
Okay.
It's like, because he puts his hands through the window.
Yes, I was like, he put them in, so there was room for them to go in.
Very Scooby-Doo-ish.
So there will be room for them to come out.
Right, you would think. No, she rolls up the window, which clamps Jason's hands, and he's helpless. He couldn't possibly.
Still good.
He couldn't possibly just pull his arms out or anything. Or like this, although, is where it's like.
It's still a good way to free yourself is to smash your head in.
And he's got now a mask.
I thought it was just like frustration or something. I didn't know what it was. I thought it was silliness.
Yeah, no, yes, I agree. I thought the whole thing was silly anyway.
Yeah.
But it's like, again, it's like the hindsight problem. It's like, we know what Jason is because we know what he will eventually become.
Yes.
That he's like really sort of like a relentless, super strong, never die guy, whatever thing.
Yeah.
But at this point, because they're so unplanned, because nobody running these movies bothered to think about like, hey, what if we thought beyond more than just one story?
Yeah.
What is this guy?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, it's
Who
like,
is he?
They're just like, I guess he just didn't die last time.
Right.
So he's still just an alive guy.
Yeah.
And it's like, if you got your arms rolled up in a window, that'd hurt. Like, that would stop your arms from moving. You wouldn't want to pull your arms back because that would hurt.
Of course.
And you wouldn't want to like punch through that'd hurt your arms.
Yeah.
But he's got a hockey mask on that would protect his face. He smashes his face
and
through.
A big old noggin.
It feels like the writing was already on the wall that this guy was supernatural or something.
It's silly.
It's silly that he can get his arms trapped in a window.
Yes. Yeah, it is silly.
Yeah.
I also felt like he was making a little bit more noise in this one, like grunting and stuff, than he was in the previous two.
Yes, I agree.
Like they're fighting in the hallway a little bit. She like stabs him in the leg and he's like, oh.
Yeah, right. Well, and that I actually like too, because he is alive right now.
Right.
But will not remain so.
Of course.
And we'll keep on, take a look at it and keep on ticking.
We'll see. Yeah.
But I like that he, again, like charting this guy over the course of 12 movies now. It is interesting to see a progression of the way that he moves and acts and handles himself. Like, that again is why I'm like, Halloween, the more that you watch, the more it diminishes because there's a purity to that first movie.
Yeah.
A Nightmare on Elm Street, the more you watch, the more tedious it gets because they're trying to out-zany themselves.
Score.
Friday the 13th, the more that you watch, the more you see them take risks and evolve.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's like
Excellent.
it's very fascinating to see them just be like, all right, he's different in this one for X reason.
So on the road to the convergence, we're going to have a dip in quality in Nightmare on Elm Street and a rise in quality in Friday the 13th.
In my opinion, yes. There are going to be peaks and valleys in Friday the 13th.
Yes.
I felt that this was a good double pairing because I find both of these movies to be very, very similar to each other.
Yeah, definitely.
And kind of weak. But I think we're going to get arguably, there's going to be another Friday the 13th next month.
Yep.
And so we're going to watch part 5, which has a very standout special quality.
Excellent. Okay,
then
great.
6 will be its own standalone, which is, I think, my favorite. 6.
Wonderful.
And then 7 stinks.
Okay.
8 is worse.
Great.
9 is crazy. 10 is Jason X.
Okay. I have seen Jason X.
Okay. Yeah.
I may have seen some of these. I've like seen some and not others. And
of course, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, listen, the franchise, I'm not going to say that it's a great franchise.
Yeah.
But it takes more risks and chances. It's probably just behind Chucky in terms of taking... In terms of like, occasionally it'll feel like the people behind the scenes are enjoying themselves.
Yeah.
And it comes through.
That's always
Does that
nice.
make sense?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. And so I very much appreciate that about it.
Yeah.
All right, let's wrap up talking about 3, unless you have any gargantuan points to make.
The only thing I want to say about it is the last things I want to say are kind of toward the end of the movie. That I actually found it kind of scary and awesome when Chris opens the barn doors toward the end, when Jason is hanging.
Yeah, she manages to. She's very violent. This was also pointed out online that like, as opposed to
she wallops him.
She really does. She's like Sydney or Laurie Strode.
Yeah,
she
was good. I liked her.
Beats the shit out of Jason.
Yeah, she hits him with a shovel.
Yeah.
And then manages to hang him outside the barn, like by the neck. And so he's hanging there. She's like, okay, I think I got him. She like waits a minute and she's kind of stealing herself. And then she opens the barn door. So she's going to leave. She knows he's going to be right there. So she's like not loving that she's going to have to pass him, but she's like, all right, now I'm going to make this happen. I'm going to leave. She opens the doors and he comes to, and he's just like this big, strong guy. He just like grabs the rope and like heaves himself up so that he's not like, choking anymore, and lifts up his mask, and it's pretty scary. I was this is good.
I totally agree. I do think, for all my complaining about part 3, there are a handful of things that I think are great. That's one.
Yeah.
I really like the idea. And that too is like one of those moments where it's like they had to have some awareness that the guy was a supernatural or different.
Yeah,
if you can just grab the rope you're hanging from and lift yourself off of it. But I also like that he like lunges out to I assume that's a big 3D moment.
Probably.
And you want that, right? You want Jason's hands reaching out at the audience. That's a good use of 3D, and that is freaky.
Oh yeah.
Most of the uses of 3D I think are obviously crap, but even the ones that are horror related, there's like a moment where Jason squeezes a man's head and his eye pops out. But they leave in so many frames of his puppet head.
I know.
It's just like, you can't not be like, oh, I'm looking at a puppet. And then the eye comes out and you can like see the stick that it's on.
Yeah.
They did the same thing with a snake at one point. A snake lunges at the camera and you just see like a wire.
Yeah, it doesn't look good.
It's like, how little did you guys
I know.
care or like understand what you were doing or whatever.
Yeah.
But another thing that I really like also with Jason, and I think this more speaks to just like my own personal like paranoias and fears.
Yeah.
So just like 1, it ends with Chris getting in a canoe and being on the lake. And she wakes up in the morning after having given, Jason a chop to the head with the axe, which presumably killed him, or she thinks. And she's looking back at the cabins and stuff, and she sees...
I also liked this.
Oh, I've seen people make fun of this.
This was my last thing to say about it.
I've seen people make fun of this. I like this. His face pops up in the window without the mask, looking kind of like, unhinged and eager. And his face is all a prosthetic, because Jason Voorhees himself is supposed to be like very, disfigured or whatever. But like with blood dripping down the side of his face, and he's looking at her through the window, and she's just stuck in the canoe screaming. And you just track as he rushes through that cabin to pop out the front door and just start running at her in the daytime.
Yeah.
It's just like the helpless inevitability of being stuck where you are and watching someone, even from far away, be like, oh, I'm coming to get you.
Oh, hell yeah. He's like excited. Like, oh, she's still there. Yes.
I can go get her. That is scary to me in a really good way. I like that. I
thought it was great.
I like that quite a bit.
Yep.
It does. It is the false scare leading to zombie Mrs. Voorhees popping out of the lake with her head reattached. But
even so, for that moment, I was like, oh.
Yeah. And because of all this, because that final girl is kind of badass, I do find it a shame that like the way the movie ends for her is that they take her away in a police car and she's like laughing in the back seat. She's gone totally crackers.
Yep.
I feel like it's not an appropriate conclusion to that character.
I know, it doesn't feel right.
It's weird.
Yeah.
But it also does mean that the last the final girl from movie 1 is killed in the beginning of 2.
Yep.
Ginny from part 2 gets away. Chris gets away.
Yeah.
Like and are never seen again. Which is kind of surprising, you know?
They're good.
Yeah. This is not a franchise that like, and you do think about the other ones, like Nancy from Nightmare on Elm Street comes back multiple times, became iconic in her own right.
Yeah.
Laurie Strode, obviously, very iconic. Sidney Prescott's coming back for, you know, her 6th movie out of the 7 Screams. And it's like iconic in her own right.
Yeah.
Friday the 13th does not put any importance on its female characters the way that pretty much every other franchise does. Which is...
Does it put any importance on any of its characters besides Jason?
Yes.
And Mrs. Voorhees? Oh, it does?
Yes.
Okay.
Corey Feldman does come back.
Really? Okay.
Oh, yes. Which I think...
I guess that makes sense.
This is a good transition into talking about Friday the 13th, the final chapter.
Of course it is. But first, we must talk about patreon.com/GTTUpod. This is where you can go if you would like to support the show and get our second weekly podcast, The Netherworld Dispatch, which comes out every single Monday. That's right. You can listen to us twice a week if you would like to.
That's right. We know that you at home were going, what? Did I hear correctly?
Oh, you did.
You did.
Yeah.
Your ears were not playing tricks on you. The most recent episode of The Netherworld Dispatch, we were talking about Scream 7, obviously, because now it is truly on the horizon.
Oh, yeah.
And so we went through a lot of the marketing of Scream 7, the way that we have with Screams in the past. And we've got a clip here where Kristen and I are having a debate about something that is heavily discussed right now.
Were you going to say debated and you had to think of a different word?
Yes. So check out this clip and we'll be right back. To clarify, you're on team Stu is alive?
I think so. Yes.
Why is he listed as dead in Scream
I have
6?
no idea. I'm basically on team Stu is alive for meta reasons. For real life.
You and I did confirm
reasons.
in the last couple of weeks by looking at clips together for fun.
We sure did.
Not on a show, just watching Scream stuff together.
Right.
That it does definitively say Stu Macher dead on the whiteboard in Scream 6. It does say that. But do you recall my great unifying Scream theory?
No.
I have a theory that these movies are all connected.
Okay. Wow. This thing really does go all the way to the top.
See? Remember we referenced that before in the episode?
We told you.
We said something similar.
That's what that was
a reference
about.
to that. Now you know.
Yeah.
So go check that out. Patreon.com/GTTUpod.
Yep. You also get ad-free episodes of Guides to the Unknown. That means you don't hear this whole little spiel. You don't have any commercials, nothing like that. You get Discord access where awesome listeners are talking to each other every single day. It's totally awesome. We have movie commentaries. Liz Sauer of Ghosts and the Burbs and I do a monthly podcast where we recap and talk about paranormal shows. It's just a very cool thing. We have a lot of members and they seem to really like it. And thank you so much to all those people. It's such a cool, I think it's amazing.
Yep.
I think it's the coolest thing ever.
Couldn't agree more.
Yeah.
All right. I've got a lovely review for us here from 123.
Ooh.
Bunch of T's, bunch of P's.
TP? Toilet paper.
Oh, yeah. These are the nerdy siblings I should be related to.
Cool.
Rough news. It's a great listen when you want something that has just enough creep factor but isn't scary. Although, to be honest, I'd listen to them talk about almost anything. It's the best when they manage to make each other laugh so hard that you only hear a slight wheeze. I also think it's great that they keep it clean enough that really anyone can listen. Will and Kristen, I want to be buds. 5 stars.
Thank you so much. That is so nice.
I know we had a debate about the cleanliness recently. I still feel that we're in the PG-13 arena.
Yeah, we generally are, yes.
PG-13 arena.
Yeah, I don't know what Apple considers like explicit and not, but yeah, I would say we're generally PG-13.
It's up to us. It's still the Wild West as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
So consider leaving a review yourself. We may read it in a future episode or stars on Spotify. We would greatly appreciate.
Definitely.
And without any further ado, a little further ado, I always say that. That's like the handy phrase.
Yeah.
One more commercial break and then more Jason Voorhees. Okay, we are back.
Yep.
The final chapter.
The final
conclusion
chapter
of the Jason Voorhees saga. And there is no more.
Can you believe it?
Oh, wow. Yeah. No? Yes?
Yeah. We shouldn't believe it.
I can't believe they tried.
What, to make it a last?
To make it the end, yeah.
Yeah, this is a weird ending if they thought that this was going to be the end.
I
guess it's kind of fun to have it be like evil little kid at the end, but still kind of a weird. This is a bad end.
Yes,
to be this, because I guess I've just known that this is not the actual ending, but I'm now putting myself in the mindset of like, oh, okay, this was the final Friday the 13th movie. This is a crazy way to end it.
There are 2 movies in the Friday the 13th franchise with final in the title.
Final. What's the other one?
Jason Goes to Hell, The Final Friday.
Oh, okay.
And that is the 9th out of 12 movies.
The Final Friday. I don't like that subtitle.
There was a rights issue. They couldn't call it Friday the 13th anymore. That's why all of a sudden they're called Jason X.
Oh, yeah. I guess I did know that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. This movie is notable particularly, for a handful of reasons. One, obviously, they were trying to make the case that Jason Voorhees is going to die and stay dead.
Right.
We know that was not true, but they brought back Tom Savini, who's a pretty legendary effects guy.
Yeah.
Because he had done the original effects in the first movie. And so I guess he had said...
He said, like, if you're going to end Jason, like, let's do it right, basically, or something.
Yeah, which is interesting. And the effect that they go to of having Jason, quote unquote, die is a fine effect.
Yeah, I guess so.
I still don't find it to be far enough.
I don't either. His head slides down a machete, basically, like on the floor or something.
And he's grimacing and stuff while it happens. So it's an interesting puppet.
Yeah.
But even if I were a contemporary audience of the time, being like, "Ooh, this is the one where they kill Jason for good," I'd watch this and be like, "I don't know that he's any deader than 2 or 3."
I guess if we think about it, I mean, a machete going through your head is certainly more than, obviously, we said shoulder for 2. What is it? In 3, it's an axe in the head. Yeah, but it's not even like through his head. This machete is straight
halfway through his head,
like a toothpick through an olive.
Yeah, fair enough. All right, yeah. I mean, you're right. You are right.
Looks pretty dead.
But
and then Corey Feldman overkills him.
Yes, that is true. But this is also a movie where they make the case that Jason can't die.
Yeah.
Because the movie opens with a retcon of part 3.
Yeah.
Where we saw the morning after and his body is still in that barn.
Yeah.
In the daytime.
Yeah.
Part 4, when they finally finished the montage of the camp counselors explaining the fairy tale of Jason.
Who Jason is.
It's the night at the end of 3. And they take his body away.
Yeah.
In a morgue van.
Yeah.
And he's under a white sheet for the opening, implying someone must have taken his pulse.
You would think.
So somebody, at the beginning of this movie, everyone believes that
maybe he took the same potion that Lord Blackwood took in Sherlock Holmes.
I bet you're right. I bet he did.
There was just an article on Vulture with Mark Strong about his experience on what's it called? On
Sherlock Holmes?
Yeah, like last week. Must have been a slow news week. Yeah, it's weird.
Is it positive or negative?
No, positive. Oh, but it was specifically like Mark Strong talking about what it was like to do Sherlock. And I was like, why? Happy to see it.
That's weird. It's a movie that's largely gone under the radar and kind of been forgotten.
Yeah.
For almost 20 years. We liked it.
Yeah, totally.
Talked about it kind of recently.
Yes.
But
maybe a listener.
Yeah, perhaps he is. But so if he's under a white sheet at the beginning of this movie, that tells me that they're saying everyone checked and he's dead.
Right.
And then he obviously is up and around killing people in this movie. and then is killed at the end of this movie. So they're like within the confines of this story, making the case that what we perceive as his death is irrelevant.
Is life.
Right.
Yeah, no, it's really weird. By the way, did you know that one of those like workers in the morgue is the rabbi from Seinfeld?
Yes. Yeah. I sure did. It turns out that he's from like all the Police Academy movies.
Yes, I know.
Yeah, awesome. He has that like very famous he's making out with a nurse. And then Jason Voorhees's hand slops off the side of his the
table,
the slab or whatever in the morgue or whatever. And the rabbi from Seinfeld jumps up and he goes, "Jesus Christmas, holy Jesus, God damn jumping Jesus, holy Christmas shit." It's like, what is that? I've never heard Christmas, the word Christmas in a...
I have. Jiminy Christmas.
Jiminy Christmas. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, it's crazy.
I mean, it's crazy.
That is a crazy string of words.
Yeah, I know.
But then, the rabbi from Seinfeld
Rabbi
is the
Glickman.
first... he's the first on Jason's chopping block.
Yes, he is.
And then Jason's just out there killing again. Reset button.
Yeah,
basically a big reset button.
Yeah.
And in this movie, it's that group of teens have rented house next door to where Corey Feldman and his family just live.
Yeah.
All the time. Tommy Jarvis.
Yep.
Who's a young boy who's
a good
into...
name.
Yeah, Tommy Jarvis. Yeah. He's into masks and horror effects.
Yeah.
And which is kind of neat. There are Tom Savini nods in both movies.
Yeah, yeah.
Because at one point in 3, someone's reading Fangoria, and there's a Tom Savini article. And then in this one, Tommy Jarvis is obviously supposed to be Lil Savini.
Yeah, Lil Savini.
Teeny Savini.
That's good.
I don't know. I can't believe I've never heard anyone say that before.
Me too. I like that.
Corey Feldman plays Teeny Savini in Friday the 13th,
I think
the final chapter.
Tini Savini.
Teeny Savini. Oh boy, this movie is pure gold.
Yeah.
I like that. I think that's cute.
Yeah.
And I think Corey Feldman is really good in this.
He is really good.
He has a moment where he's talking to their doggy. They have a dog named Gordon.
Yep.
And he's going, "Where you been, Gordon?
Yeah.
Where are you? Do you have a girlfriend?"
Yeah.
It's just like very...
He's just like a cute little kid.
Yeah. I like that. And they do... I was thinking they harken back to 2, as you said, in that opening. And I think part of the reason is that they are doing the same trick as 2, which has a very good villain defeat idea.
Yeah.
That Ginny, who was a child psychologist in 2, puts on Mrs. Voorhees' disgusting sweater.
Yes.
But in service of pretending to be her.
Yeah.
And telling Jason, stand down, mother's talking to you, and it starts to work. You can use psychological tricks on Jason.
Yeah, totally.
Tommy Jarvis, I don't know why.
Absolutely. I don't know why he knows to do that. I think that you're supposed to think because he looks through newspaper articles about Jason that he has gleaned that this is the thing to do. But there's no indication through the headlines that we see him pour through, like, child psychology student bests killer by donning mother's sweater, talking like mother.
Yes.
Like, there's nothing that says that. So I don't know how he gets this idea.
Well, also, those events happened 2 days ago.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Because this movie takes place on Sunday the 15th.
Yes, that's right. That's right. Like, it's just crazy that he thinks like, oh, I know how I'll get Jason. I'll shave my head so I look like Jason and remind him of his younger self or something. It just doesn't make any sense.
How do you shave your head and miss so many hairs?
I don't know.
You know what I mean?
I guess if you're doing a hasty job,
hasty pudding.
I can see it happening.
Yes, I guess. I don't know. It looks like
you do
crap.
have to keep going back over and over and over.
It's a disgusting bald wig on.
It looks awful. He looks like Baby Fester because not only do they have him wearing this weird bald cap, for some reason they've darkened his eyes. They put on
You're right. Well, he did that, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. I guess
he decided to make himself look gaunt.
Yeah. Right. So,
but you're right. Yeah, it's like Teeny Savini and
and Baby Fester.
Baby Fester.
Yeah.
Wow. What a feather
and so
in
then
his
he
cap.
comes down, and I don't even remember what he says.
Jason.
Now. Yeah.
And Jason's kind of like, what? And then he's distracted just long enough.
Is he just like, I'm you?
It's me, you.
I have no idea.
Does he have to say anything, or is Jason just
Jason's just so
taken by the effect? It's me.
But I don't think that that's dependent on Jason being like, you look like young me. I think anyone would do that. If this little cretin walks into the room and goes, hey, you're gonna stop in your tracks.
I've been using the word cretin a lot lately.
Yeah.
It feels really good.
Oh, it
lately.
rolls off the tongue.
I've been really liking it.
Yeah, anybody, though, would look at him and be like, what the hell?
What is this?
If you ever want to sneak up on me and kill me, put a little freak in front of me. I'll just go, huh?
Ew.
And then he can finally take me down. Yeah. Notoriously unkillable me.
It's a wild turn of events. I was like, what is he doing?
Yeah.
when he was shaving his head. Like his sister
changing everything is what he's doing. He's saving the world.
Changing the course of history.
Yeah.
His sister is like, I don't know what she says, but she's like, I'm going to distract him. You run out of the house. And rather than doing that, first of all, he has taped up articles about Jason on the mirror and starts shaving his head. I was like, this is not what you should be doing right now. This is not the priority. And then I was like, wait.
But who knew?
He's shaving his head to become Jason? That's what's going on?
He become Jason.
Yeah.
He made it happen. He defeated the
Absolutely.
villain.
Egg on my face. He was doing exactly the right thing, it turns out.
Yes. You just couldn't
So
see it.
weird. Now, I referenced him earlier. We haven't talked about him yet. Crispin Glover is in this movie.
Yes, he is.
You know what I was shocked by? Handsome young man.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. You only think...
He was like a dish.
Oh, yes, he was. Yeah, he was yummy.
They talk about him as like he's like such a dork in this and stuff.
Right.
I was like, that's like an 80s like heartthrobby guy.
Yes, I think that his character is lacking confidence, which his obnoxious friend Ted pounces on.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Because Ted has inadequacy issues.
Yeah. So then he brings everybody else down to bring himself up.
Yes.
Like a loser.
Of course.
Yeah.
But as the movie starts with Crispin Glover, like his introduction anyway, he just broke up with somebody. So like
I didn't remember that.
he broke up with Barbara the BJ Queen or something, they say. And he's feeling the effects of the loss.
I was like, God, I know that I haven't been a teenager in a while. But I was like, what is wrong with everybody? He's
no.
He's like, oh, I'm so horny.
Why are you saying this to your friends?
In the car with his friend.
Why are you saying this in the back seat where there were like a bunch of people?
Exactly. I was like, why don't you get a grip? I understand the feeling, but why?
Can someone throw him out of the car? Can we dump this guy on the side of the road, please?
It's not like saying out loud like, oh, I'm hungry. I'm just like, why don't you?
Same syllables, starts the same way. Yeah. Starts and ends the same way.
Control yourself.
Oh my God, yes. I am like, Crispin Glover. Now, I don't think that he's gotten his proper respect in quite a long time.
Yeah.
I like him.
Oh, I do too.
I like him.
Yeah,
I understand that he's eccentric, and I understand that not all of his performances are, excellent or whatever.
Yeah.
I think he's really good in this movie.
Yeah, I do too.
And I think it's a shame that the role is so embarrassing that his one thing is, God, I'm horny.
Yeah.
And he's like whiny and mopey because I think his performance is standout.
It is. Oh, it totally is. Whenever we went back to him, I felt at peace.
Yes.
I was like, oh, okay, I feel safe here.
He's got great comedic timing.
Yeah.
He's got great dance moves.
I was about to say, his one thing is not God, I'm horny. His one thing is that dance. I guess he's got two things.
I guess you're right. Yeah. He's got those two things.
Yeah.
Like
that dance.
He goes, you want to dance?
Yeah.
It's good.
He's so odd in such a wonderful way. Yes. I mean, in general.
Yes.
And it was really on full display here. I was like, God, look at this guy.
Oh, and what a display.
Look at this guy. What a gift entertainment is.
He gave it to us.
I love that we get to watch things like this.
Yes.
In this moment, everything was perfect.
Famously.
Watching him do this, I'd never seen this before.
Really?
Never. I didn't know this was coming at me at all.
This is famous.
I know. Once I dug into it afterward, I was like, how did I not know about this?
Notorious dance moves.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he asked them to dance. They put on just like some rock, whatever. He has complained for decades that he had choreographed his dance moves to AC/DC's Back in Black.
Yeah.
But they couldn't get the rights to the song, so they just dropped in something else. And that's why his dance moves are so crazy. They don't line up to the music he's dancing to.
I think it would still be crazy to Back in Black.
Well, that's the thing. People have re-edited the movie now and put Back in Black under his dance moves on YouTube. There are like 80 attempts.
Yeah.
Not one of them makes his dance moves look normal and rational.
Yeah.
Not one.
Yeah.
It is unbelievable.
It's flailing.
The way this man operates.
It's so big, and especially for a character that's been really kind of like shy and withdrawn, and then all of a sudden he is throwing his body about in such a violent but joyful way.
Oh yes,
it's a shock.
He's feeling it,
but it's great,
and I feel it too.
Yeah,
through the screen.
Me too.
It's like he's reaching out to me and asking me to dance with him. Yeah. It's good.
It's good. Yeah, I loved it.
And it is good.
Yes, and it was good.
And so it was.
Yeah. I loved it.
You were saying, and it was good in the context of like people in church talking, right?
Yes.
And it was good.
And it was good.
It really is. But there's a moment where everyone's skinny dipping or something. Or hot girls, if they're not skinny dipping yet, hotties jump in the lake and are swimming. And they go, join us. And he's got his hands clasped behind his back and he goes, no.
Yeah.
We have no suits. He's smiling. It's like, that is funny.
Yes.
That is a great, funny performance.
Yes.
He's fantastic.
He's wonderful.
Is what he is. I really love him.
Yep.
What a peach.
Oh, yeah. What a peach.
He ends up.
Remember when he was in Charlie's Angels Full Throttle?
I couldn't believe that.
Me neither.
I couldn't believe. He was Charlie's Angels 1.
Oh, okay.
Charlie's Angels Full Throttle is where Justin Theroux is uncomfortably buff.
Oh, yeah. He's always uncomfortably buff. He's so close
especially uncomfortably buff.
He's tough. He's so close to being
He's tough.
hot,
He's buff.
But then something's off for me personally.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, it's the first movie, and he keeps whipping their hair out and sniffing
Yeah.
That was so concerning.
Yeah. Yeah.
That movie was pretty big.
That feels like a note that he gave.
Yeah, maybe. And like he doesn't have any lines. I remember I had to be told that was Crispin Glover.
Oh.
Because I couldn't believe people sat me down. It makes it sound like people are like, "Will, get over here. We have something we have to tell you."
Yeah.
That's Crispin Glover.
Yeah.
I went, "No. It can't be."
You came home from school one day and me, Mom, and Dad were all sitting in the living room.
There's something we have to talk about.
Yeah.
Do you know who this man is? Yeah, that is really something.
I know.
Really something.
Yes.
This movie is better.
Yeah.
From a production standpoint, from a cohesive story standpoint.
I found it a significantly better watch.
It's a step up from 3. It is a step up in production from 1 and 2.
Okay.
I think. However,
could be.
I think that it is boring.
Yeah, it still wasn't good. Like, I wasn't like, oh, I'm loving this. But it did feel like a relief coming from 3.
Decidedly, yes. Decidedly, yes. I think I think 4 is... maybe I'm wrong about this, but growing up, I certainly got the impression from people that they really seemed to respond to 4.
I looked around online and it seems like people do like 4.
And it makes me question myself, you know?
No, I wouldn't question yourself. It still wasn't good.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
There's something that happens in it that is so close to, again, you can see almost the kernels of good ideas periodically. There's a guy named Rob, I want to say. He's hiking in the woods. He's the guy that has the machete.
It is Rob.
And he's like, I'm looking for my sister, Sandra. I don't know where she is.
I know.
She went missing.
I know.
Well, she was a character in Friday the 13th Part 2.
I know, that's cool.
That's great continuity.
Yes.
The idea that, and they will revisit this in a future iteration of the franchise, but the idea that there is a continuity where somebody is like, I cannot find my relative.
Yeah.
The only hiccup with that is that Friday the 13th Part 2 took place a day and a half ago.
Yeah, I know.
How quickly in the early 80s would you even notice that someone was missing, especially if they had just gone away for a weekend getaway in the woods?
Yeah, that is a wrinkle. If they were going away for a weekend, you probably wouldn't realize.
Yes.
But, you can just put that on the shelf.
But if he said, I came to meet up with them, and the campsite was abandoned and the police had been there.
Yeah.
and stuff. And he's like, and they won't talk to me.
Yeah.
Treat it like an active investigation or something. But these movies are just so content at this point to rinse, repeat. Like, none of the characters that we meet in this movie are aware that just across the lake there's an active crime scene.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, totally.
I forgive me if I'm wrong. I also think that because the movie opens with the police taking Jason's body, there would probably be news reports about his body going missing that the characters in this movie should have heard on the radio.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that seems like a big deal.
Yes, but these movies apparently don't exist in a world where anyone...
Not a lot of communication back and forth.
Yeah, it's like all these scripts were written simultaneously to be like standalone entries of a new franchise or something. It's there's like, as much as there are these touches of continuity.
Well, and it's weird. The touches of continuity are so largely just clips from the other movies. Like the thing with Rob looking for his sister, and she's a character from the previous movie or a previous movie, is pretty rare as far as crossover between them.
Yes.
They're pretty much just all like reset movies that are siloed from each other.
Yes. Yeah. Siloed. That's a good way to think about it. And I think that will change.
Yeah.
Going forward. There are ramifications from the events of this movie.
I'm very curious about what Corey Feldman's going to do.
That will be felt in the next movie.
Feltzman?
Felt. Well, let's say this, because 4 ends with the indication
with an evil little look.
Yeah, evil boy. So Corey Feldman goes ham on Jason.
Yeah, he defeats him. His head slides down that machete, and then he and his sister are hugging like, it's over. It's finally over. And then he just starts like wailing on Jason's body with the machete.
Die!
Yeah.
Die! He's shrieking. Like something in him has snapped, I guess. I mean, this is not something that a young boy should be exposed to.
Right. And then his sister wakes up in the hospital and she's like, oh, I need to see my brother or whatever. And then he's just like at the door like, hello, sister. I mean, that doesn't really happen, but he's looking evil or whatever.
You got the evil boy shot.
Yeah. And then they hug and the movie ends with his face over her shoulder hugging, looking into the camera like,
I'm the new
now
Jason.
I'm bad. Yeah.
Tommy
and I was
Voorhees.
Like, what?
I know. So he's Teeny Savini.
Yeah.
Fester Jr.
Yeah.
And
Baby Jason.
Baby JC. Terrible. I don't know that will come to pass. But again, that's another one of those things that you see in franchises periodically where they're like, all right, Michael Myers is not the villain anymore. Now it's his niece.
Yeah,
She's the bad guy. And it's like, and then in the next movie they like go like, no, it's Michael.
Actually, no, it's Michael.
It's Michael.
We missed him.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's just like everyone was so short-sighted. Yeah. And it's so, I guess.
Did you feel they were going for a bit of a Michael Myers moment with those sheets in number 3?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you got your big Frankenstein monster man walking through laundry sheets.
Yeah.
Yeah, I felt like, I mean, this entire movie has always been sort of copycat boy.
I was surprised to see it so boldly copying, though.
Yeah, I agree. I guess it had been a few years by that point.
Yeah, but so iconic.
Yes, that is true.
Weird.
All right. Do you have anything else to say about 3 and 4?
I don't think so.
Keeping in mind that we will be talking more about Friday the 13th in 1 month.
Yes.
Because there's another Friday the 13th next month.
If I do, we can always revisit it then. Okay. But I don't think so. Right, how about you?
Good. No.
Yeah.
No. I think these two movies are, if you're interested in horror and slashers, they're easy recommends. But for the average world, am I recommending, like, I'm just saying, like, if you're into slashers.
Yeah. And you're like a completionist or whatever.
Yeah. That's what I mean.
I gave Will a face.
Yes, they're
at the words easy recommend.
They're inoffensive in the context of you're a horror nut.
Yeah. Sure. They're not like the worst.
To the world at large, I would say just like, no, these are not unique. They're not special. Even the one that kills Jason doesn't kill Jason. Although that's doesn't kill Jason. I guess it kind of does.
Well,
we'll see.
Comes back, right? I don't know. I guess we'll see. I don't know what happens in 5.
There'll be a couple of Friday the 13th before we know for a fact.
Yeah. What? Okay.
I know. I'm amazed at how blind you are about all of this.
I know. I really don't remember.
Yeah, well, you will learn.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I feel like I've read about this in the past, even if I haven't seen all the movies. I have no idea what's to come.
You thought a blue mushroom made Mario invincible.
All right, enough.
No, I will never forget that. All right, everybody. Well, that's it for this week. Thank you for hanging out with us.
Yes.
If you'd like to get more of us or support us, go to patreon.com/GTTUpod. Join the Discord. Join our little community, our little corner of the world.
Mm-hmm. It's very nice.
Follow @GTTUpod on all social media. We post when we're going live. Lately, we've been posting little short reels from episodes, which has been fun. Those are actually also on Patreon as well, which is cool. And you can follow us individually.
Yep, I'm @Chillin' Kristen.
I'm @The Myth Traveler. So we'll be back next week, no longer at Camp Crystal Lake.
That's right.
But until that time comes, we must travel.
Back to Netherworld. Go away.
Good. Bye.
We'll just put on the mask.
The mask that drives the madness.
Oh my God. Well, you better take it off before it fuses to your face like the mask. He's peeking back and forth for the listener.
It was
so
me.
terrifying.